another Joan of the Papa Showstopper Show. We better get into this shit with Wack, Dub C, and CJ Mack. They don't get into little shit. It's like little academics type vibe type shit, but it's some old head niggas. They don't be bitching and all that other shit they be doing. Well, let's cut this shit up. What? You know how they be. You know, old niggas. Wack is like old young nigga. He's an old young nigga. Boy be getting active. For real, don't give a fuck.
Get y'all trust laced up. Y'all watching the Dub C and CJ Mack show.
What up, y'all? This is Dub C from the Dub C and CJ Mack show.
And I'm still CJ Mack. We got another Pod Pack episode. And this one is going to be interesting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Check this out.
What's up, bro?
I've been knowing this guest right here for some time now, for a long time.
Yep.
And what's crazy is a couple of months ago, I invited him to be on the podcast.
Right.
But he played me like a fucking amateur.
All right,
You're like, I get at you when I get at you, man.
Is that what happened?
Something like that.
All right, all right.
Since then, a lot of shit done transpired.
Mm-hmm. All hell broke loose.
Yeah. And I got a phone call. But the door's always open. I want to welcome our guest, Wack 100.
To all you power rules, these crib niggas got me. Don't pay these niggas shit, nigga. I'm going out like a soldier, nigga. Don't pay them shit when they call. What up, though? What up, bro?
Man? What's happening with you,
what
man?
Up, bro?
Man, you been a busy man, brother.
I'm trying to be, man. Shit, trying to keep up with it, man. My legs getting a little older.
Right.
Smiling and everything, man. I mean,
I got some great shit going on. I ran out of my Just for Men dark brown. You can't, because you use the black, you look like Steve Harvey around the mouth.
Yeah. You know,
See, you rock your shit, though.
I know a little bit.
You know?
Hey. Let's get straight to it.
I know a little bit.
Let's get straight to it. I got a couple of questions.
What up, Dub? Talk to me.
Your name been ringing real heavy in the game. And I just want to know, how does it feel to be viewed from many as one of the most hated entrepreneurs in the business?
Shit. I
real.
think about it sometime, right?
I know you do. You're human.
But you know, I kind of isolate myself with Dylan, who deal with me, to where I really don't hear him or see him. You know what I mean? Because when you running multiple different businesses and different things, you can't help but focus on what's focused on you.
Right.
So I don't really, unless I'm bored and bullshitting, I'm fucking around on Clubhouse or something like that, I really don't focus on it.
So it don't really bother you too much?
It's like me being in prison. I don't, holiday, Christmas is coming, birthdays, I don't focus on it.
Okay, so.
Because it's a distraction.
So you said focus. So you do focus on yourself, though.
Definitely.
So when you look in the mirror, tell me, who do you see? Who do Wack 100 see when you look in the mirror?
I see somebody. I'm still running my race. You know what I mean? I don't really pride myself on the things I've achieved.
Yeah.
Right. I ridicule myself on the things that I'm trying to get to, and that's how I push myself.
Okay.
You know, it's 24 hours in a day, and you know, the older you get, them days start coming a little faster, man.
Right.
You start feeling like you running out of time. So you know, it's like one or two more key things that I got to put in place to make sure what's important to me is straight, because I really don't matter.
Yeah.
Everything I do is really for my family.
For your family.
Everything,
everything, even the volume that's up right now, everything you're doing is for your family.
Yeah, definitely.
So I've been watching you weave your way through this industry, man, for a bunch of years. And you've been grinding, bro, for a long time. You're involved in multi-million-dollar deals. You've been in deals for others, getting them money.
Yeah.
So with all this going on, man, I'm taking it there, man. Why the negativity? Why is so much negativity involved?
Surrounding your name.
I think what happens is I tend to talk about or say the things that that are politically incorrect to say. It's the right things, but most people say, well, I just wouldn't have spoke on it.
Right.
It's a lot of things that should have been talked about, but just was swept up on the rug because nobody ever was going to talk about it. And, you know, I'm one of them dudes, if you ask me a question, Shit, long as it don't involve telling on nobody or getting somebody locked up or something like that, I'm gonna answer it.
Right.
You don't fear the backlash of it coming back, you know what I'm saying, towards yourself or your family, or, you know, I mean, just
I kind of
some of the things that's said. It's very aggressive, and you know the way you go about it, and you don't fear. Do you ever fear that? Matter of fact, who do you fear? Or what do you fear?
Listen, I'm gonna answer one question at a time. I think a lot of us have been affected by incarceration and really being in the streets.
Right.
A lot of, you know, these we talking about the streets, you know, a lot of y'all understand when I say coming up in the streets. And I think one of the downfalls of being incarcerated, walking those yards and really coming up gangbanging is we eliminate the fear factor.
Yeah.
We live by that I wish a nigga would factor, right? And that's one thing. I'm able to get rid of the walk and talking in the slang. I was able to get rid of that.
Right.
But that thought of fearing something, the only thing I fear is taking my last breath and knowing I didn't pay the life insurance bill. Now I fear that shit.
That's deep.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of us didn't expect to see 18 years old. I was in Soledad at 16, right? So, you know, I'm driven by that fear, and my drive is to hustle. This is why I do nothing illegal to generate income. Won't do it. You can't pay me to do it. Even with marijuana, as legal as it seems to be, I do a branding deal, but I won't open up a dispensary because I know the feds ain't approved. I'm scared of it, right? Because I know that's something that can ultimately take me out the game. So I think, you know, that's just like, and not to say it's a good thing, bro. I think that's something that has affected me, bro. Like, I'm numb to that, especially being a Damu. Right. Like, bro, you had to be damn near insane back in them days to walk in there and it's 4-5 to 1 and claim your shit, knowing what was gonna come. What a head up fade, you get a 3-on-1.
Right.
Boy, you got some love. So you know when you going through that, you numb yourself to fearing it. It's just deal with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know what? It's probably not a good thing, but it's part of my makeup.
So something I want to ask you, since we on that. First of all, the first thing I want to ask you, I know you skilled at war. You've been through it. You know, with the penitentiaries, the streets. And do you think that is smart to build so many enemies all around you? Or do you consider it a full circle around you? Because you're stacking up numbers right now, brother.
Well,
you seem to be.
This is the thing. When I look at the whole layout, it's probably only one person out of everything you've been seeing going on that I wish it could have been different.
Right.
About draws.
Right. It's all good.
Right?
It's all good. Yeah.
And that's Big U. Because I love his family. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what me and him going through,
right.
I love his family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, that's a chunk.
Right.
That because I love his family.
Right.
Me loving his family, I miss his family. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he would send my wife texts, Happy Mother's Day and so on and so forth. Now it's kind of like, I be wanting to do it, but then I know that's his wife and we ain't seeing eye to eye, so then I know not to do it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But, you know,
do you still love him?
Can't nobody say nothing to do nothing to him or none of that. I'm tripping.
Man, let me tell you something, man.
I'm really be real, but
I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
Like, whatever I'm doing, that's one thing.
Bro, I want to say this, bro.
Yeah.
Not just because that's my homeboy, bro. And I know you know how I feel about him. I kick with him. That's my, you know, that's my dog, bro. But I appreciate you saying that as a man, bro. That's you have to be a man to turn off all the stuff been going on with y'all
that don't matter.
To say that. But I'm just saying, bro, to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I appreciate that truth. You understand what I'm saying?
That's just real.
Because when I look at it, I see how y'all used to get down and make moves and all that, bro. So whatever it is, I don't get into y'all
Let me
shit,
tell you what you
whatever
didn't see.
this and that was, you know?
Tell you what you didn't see. Me and my wife arguing. I come from Woodland Hill somewhere. Pacoima right there. Valley right there. I drive through the valley, pass up a few blood hoods, get off on Slauson, find my way to his front door at 2 o'clock in the morning and go in there and go to sleep.
There we go.
And he lived in the heart of the 60s.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Whether he was there or not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you got to understand with certain things, are like that. Like, you just got to keep it real with yourself.
Right.
For me to sit here and say, I'd never see that man as my enemy.
Right.
If anybody could get to me, it's him. because
crazy.
I'm not, I can't mentally see him as my enemy.
Right.
I don't think really in his heart, he ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. It's too deep. That's like, I couldn't face his wife or his children.
Yeah.
Right. Knowing I was played a part in anything that had anything, that's just not happening.
Yeah. So let's, my next question is this. I'm seeing your hand in many different operations. Fight promoter.
Yep.
Concert promoter.
Yeah, definitely. You know how long I've been doing that.
For a while. Yeah. Concert promoter. Manager.
Yep.
Why don't you talk about who do you represent right now as artists and as in other ventures as well?
Right, naturally, Game is there.
Game, shout out to Game.
Blueface is there.
Blueface.
I got a little youngster out of Watts named True Car. I do. I have the green light to book shows or whatever business that comes to send stuff to 6ix9ine's camp.
6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Let's stop right there. You caught a lot of backlash.
A gang of it.
A lot of backlash for dealing with 6ix9ine.
Gang of it.
Why do you feel that you caught so much backlash? Why do you feel that?
Same backlash I caught when I signed a little nigga that said he was a famous Crip and I didn't sign a blood. You got to understand is that I understand the mentality. I'm not mad at the people that gave me the backlash because I once was you, right? You got these books. So if a dude is still in the first book, 3rd chapter, and I'm over in the 10th book, in my last chapter going into my 11th book, I understand the mentality, right? The mentality that we come up is you don't do no business with or you don't talk to, associate anybody that ever did any telling. And listen, they're right in that sense when it comes to that street business, right? Well, I take 6ix9ine as they did and bring him to my projects or bring him to my neighborhood. No, that'll never happen, right? None of my homeboys have ever been with me when I go take those business meetings. But will I look at an email that say, Wack, we got $5 million for this particular thing if you can make it happen?
Right.
Will I send that to his attorney to send that to him and then send in my letter of direction for my cut is? Definitely.
I get it, but do you understand where it's blurred?
No, I get no. Where it's blurred is you got to remember they looking at me like Wack. You Wack from Paru. You ain't supposed to this, supposed to that. That's a lot of other things I can say because I see real street dudes still dealing with dudes that we know is telling and doing street business. But that's their business, right?
Right.
I don't mix what happens on the 50th floor because when I go in there to do that deal with them execs, I don't ask dude, hey, homie, you ever been to the pen? You ever got rolled up off the yard?
I get that.
I don't mix that.
You know what? I get that, but sometimes the message is blurred because 1 second you kind of say, well, it's business, I don't mix my business, but then sometimes you'll say on the gang and it be about your business.
No.
So it's kind of like, so it seems like.
Here go the thing, CJ.
Don't moonwalk,
No, this is real
Don't
shit.
moonwalk,
Here go
Wack.
the thing, right?
Okay.
The streets want to make me 6ix9ine's manager as I am Game and Blueface's manager. And I move with them.
Right. He don't do that.
Right?
with 6ix9ine.
We join it at the hip. 6ix9ine has no manager. He just has a bunch of people he could do business with. He greenlit me. Wack, some business come my way. Here go my attorney. You can send it in. I will accept it because there's a lot of business that comes his way he just won't accept. I didn't see him turn out 20 million, 10 million because of who it's coming from. So he really on his side, he the puppet master and the gatekeeper to who he gonna allow to make money off of his brand. You know what I'm saying? So, the streets gonna always take it and they gonna put a 10 on the 2. Oh, he the manager. Oh, he this. Oh, he that. Oh, he this. Now, don't get me wrong. If I happen to be at the table at a business meeting with this man,
Right.
and somebody come to approach this man at the table, I'm going to react the way Wack's supposed to react because if I'm on your block, I'm from your hood, And when somebody hit that block tripping, I might as well be, because they ain't gonna say, oh, that's Wack for Paru. When they start getting down, they gonna get down. So I got to move as if I'm trying to defend myself and defend you, because we on this side of the rope. So I get how they see it, and they not wrong, bro. The people in the streets are not wrong for how they seeing it, because their thought and their mentality stops in the streets. I do not expect them to understand the very things I didn't understand before you gave me my first meeting in this business. You gave me my first meeting in this business in Burbank.
I remember that.
Right?
I remember that.
I was fresh out the penitentiary.
Right.
I didn't understand it. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't expect them to even know that. Or email came with an offer, and then Wack sent it to his attorney, and his attorney emailed 6ix9ine attorney. 6ix9ine attorney told 6ix9ine Wack sent an offer in for this, that. 6ix9ine said, well, tell Wack, then we'll do it for this, that. I'll tell them. They rewrite it, redline it, send it back. He approves it. A LOD is a letter of direction, means 6ix9ine doesn't pay me. So whatever, I send a letter of direction saying, this percentage of this $5 million is to be paid here. He signs off on it. He goes, does whatever he has to do. He get paid. I get paid. It's done.
But you know how people looking at it. Fuck all that. At the end of the day, you doing business with a snitch.
And they supposed to listen. They supposed to look at it like that,
right,
because of their mentality.
I got you.
I can't knock them because I come from the same mentality. I can't say, yo, fuck them niggas, fuck what they thinking about, because I understand their mentality.
Right.
If I was to take one of those dudes and they spent 30 days with me, they would start moving a little different too. Wack, come on, my nigga Blood, what's up with this shit? You signing this? Nigga talking about he the famous Crip. Look at the videos. He dissing the homies and this, that. Hey, listen, man, this little Crip nigga out hustling all y'all right now. This is business right now. And guess what? It been 4 years since I signed Blueface, right? None of them that told me I should have signed them have prospered or surpassed or even, they still doing what they doing. This man, he got 8, 9 platinums.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not. If I'd have went down there with them, you right, nigga. On Paru, I can't sign no Crip, nigga. They don't get along with them. They don't get along. Man, listen, I'm not finna stop this young man for being successful and doing something for providing for his family because of the color of his rag. When I got real Crip partners, I'm not a gangbanger. I'm from where I'm from, but I haven't been a gangbanging a decade and some change, bro. I haven't woke up hate the Crip or caring about somebody saying cuz or wearing a blue bandana around me. I don't care about none of that.
Well, let's take a break right there, man. This is very interesting. We got to pay some bills. I hate to leave right now because he's on the road.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back with Wack 100.
Yes, sir. Well, your head is shining today, CJ. Use my shavers, huh?
Yeah, man.
You know you use the wrong ones, right?
I know now.
Fellas, do yourself a favor. Cop this Lawnmower 4.0 and Weed Whacker from Manscaped. Because, homie, don't no female want nobody with no stanky, smelly balls down there. You know, you got to make sure that your grass is clean and everything. Or, unless you just want your balls to be shiny like CJ's head.
Don't strike me.
Tell him.
I watch it.
For 20% off and free shipping, type in @Manscaped with the promo code SKIPSKIP or manscaped.com/skipskip. And remember, your balls will thank you.
I'm just saying, I mean, you shiny,
Ain't too
right?
much, man. What's sad, and I'm CJ Mack.
And I'm still Dub C.
And we're back with Wack 100. Wack, I got something I want to read to you real quick, and I want to see if you remember this. Okay. She about to get herself out the way again, shaking my head. Guess she didn't learn from the last time she attacked other black comedians.
Yeah.
At The Real Mo Worldwide. Humble yourself, sister. Yeah. You just got another chance.
Yeah, I like Monique. You don't remember when she got herself out the way? She attacked Oprah and all the other black comedians?
Okay, wait a minute. Those are your words, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So, how do you think that affects you in your dealings and what you got going on with other black entertainers?
Don't moonwalk.
Well,
don't moonwalk.
But listen, who am I attacking?
Well,
because I've been on defense.
Don't moonwalk.
So each time you've been into it with somebody,
I've been on defense, bro.
On defense?
We can go time for time. I've been the one responding.
Oh, you been the one that's been getting attacked?
Yeah, for real. Put one on the table. Hesitation
21 Savage.
21 Savage. What did 21? I think 21 called me a lame. I let it go.
Why?
Don't matter why he called me a lame. I let it go because watch this. What does 21? What does 21 have to do with whatever business I'm doing with 6ix9ine?
Right.
He didn't. 6ix9ine didn't tell on 21.
That's what
he ain't like. So whatever y'all little rap shit is, that's cool. So he called me a lame, right? I let it go because I like 21. I generally respect and like him. I said, nephew, listen, you know, why I ain't used to hearing no shit like that. I ain't think call with it. You know, I think with them, they use it every day like it ain't nothing. That shit means something different when we hear it.
Right.
Then he said it again. That's when I reacted.
Which brings me to...
I'm the one told him, yo, bring 21 up. I want to holler at nephew.
No, I got a couple more names.
Oh, come on, that's one. That one
I
didn't
got
work.
a couple more names.
That one didn't work. Come on.
All right.
Let's go.
I ain't trying to make nothing work. I'm asking questions.
Come on, I got 2 neighborhoods.
Master P.
Master P. He attacked Nick Cannon. And you know, that's like attacking you. I'm going to say something.
Right.
You can't stop me. He attacked Nick Cannon. He came out when Nick had the thing going on when he made the comment about the Jewish situation, whatever it was. And Master P comes out and tries to tell Nick Cannon about how he should be conducting his business. Nick respectfully, $500, $600, $700 million dude with a bunch of franchises, bunch of things going on.
He did.
But see, the reason why a lot of people didn't understand it because they didn't know his truth.
Right.
Your truth is your business is in disarray.
Right.
So if your business is in disarray, how could you attack this man's business when all he's doing is standing on his principle and morals?
So how
and
do
at the end of the day, what happened? They gave him back all his contracts and even a higher percentage of that company. So who was right and who was wrong? Should he have tucked his tail and submitted or stood his ground? Him standing his ground, when the smoke cleared, they apologized.
How do you feel about people saying you need to stay in your lane and stay?
That's my brother,
and
bro.
Stop jumping in other people's business.
Bro, I got a diaper company called Incredible Diapers.
We're gonna get to that.
That's my brother.
You be bobbing and weaving, and you
Nick,
good.
no, listen,
you good.
Nick is not gonna address those type of things. That's not his character, bro. So, you know, it's just like it's just like somebody pulling up and he like, look, I want to get out with him, and we looking. And then little homie with it, but he 5'2". This nigga 6'3". Homie, I got that.
Gotcha.
That's just the mentality of it.
So basically, you took his fade.
Yeah, that because he's not gonna say nothing, and that's just who Nick is, and that's what makes Nick Nick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So
I got you.
yeah, me
I got
looking at that, I couldn't just hit. Dub, let somebody say something about. If you were calling me, I'm not gonna answer the phone because I'm gonna think you trying to tell me not to say nothing.
Right.
And I'm going to say something. If it's somebody that I deal with, got genuine love for, I know this person, this individual, we talk on the phone, we pulling up on each other, we know each other's families, man, I see some attacking going on, I'm going to say something.
I got another state.
Let's go.
Let's move over to Philly.
Philly, what happened in Philly?
What happened in Philly?
Well, you already know what that, bro, come on. You know what that was. I mean, he did, y'all, okay, listen. Him and bro is good.
Okay.
Right? He got a song with Gang.
Right.
I don't cross the business in my thing, you know what I mean? It's what it is. That's with bro relationship with whoever, that's what it is, vice versa. But you gotta understand, bro, like when the police get to knocking on doors and all this type of shit because of what you done told another individual, bro. Because we tried to help you out. He was fresh out from the ankle bracelet the first time.
Solid, my nigga.
Lil Birdie tell us something to go on with one of the artists that's in the club. We look over there, Meek just happened to be in the booth next to him.
Okay.
Yo, man, if that go on, you know they gonna put that on Meek. Y'all go tell Meek, get from over there before y'all go do whatever y'all gonna do. Right? Wasn't us. They say, hey, man, you know, game, you know, they whacking them want us to, you know, because this finna happen. Ain't got nothing to do with them, but they don't want, you know, your discretion. Meek say, man, good looking out, because I don't need to be in the tabloids.
Right.
Move, go down. Right? That afternoon, I get a call from my brother, who couch I used to sleep on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the victim is saying, I know it was game them because Meek told us that he gave him warning to leave.
Oh, man.
So now as the investigation is going and the people get involved, they knocking on doors. We like, damn, bro. Like, we trying to keep you from getting caught up because we seen the scrutiny you went in. That was the first thing, right? The second thing, I called a spade a spade. He went on the clubhouse, told academics, told 6ix9ine, you this, you that. When I see you, it's up. I'm watching it. I'm like, damn, maybe one of them dudes in jail is his people. You know, damn, he kind of real mad because I didn't know, I didn't see his name caught up in none of the 6ix9ine bullshit that was going on. All right, y'all both know. Before I started moving the way I was moving, I watched y'all crews move. All right, you didn't told this man is up. This man get a phone call saying you at a location. He pulls up with his team and jumps out on you. Bro, when you are embracing this street shit in that manner, you don't have no room to say, oh, the weather's not good, or oh, I don't like what I have on, or oh, this is not a good day to take care of this. You told this man when you see him, it's on. Right. He pulled up on you. It's 10 of them, it's 10 of y'all. I'm gonna let y'all answer the question. How I supposed to go?
You gotta dust that nigga off.
Whether we like it or not, whether we accept the consequences to that irrational life when we entertain it, bro.
Right. You ever thought about running for mayor?
Get that nigga to work.
It's real though. If I pulled up on y'all, you just told me Wack. When I catch you is on. I pull up on you. 10 homies is 10 neighborhoods. And we jump out. It's on. We not finna say, oh, I was on my way to a funeral. I was on my way to court. It's on because that's what that is, bro. So all I did was put microphones. I put a rat emoji 1 and microphone 0.
This nigga politic game.
I wasn't even talking to 6ix9ine at the time.
Politic game was a motherfucker.
I wasn't even. Hold on.
Nigga politic game was a motherfucker.
You been listen. Your crippin' go way further back than my pa ruined.
Well, I'm an old man right now. Hold up. Call
it what you want. Bro.
Hold up. Wait. Let me get this disclosure.
If somebody...
It's like a mafia. When they say, you ever heard of Costa Nostra?
Just because you crippin' on me. So you tell them, come on, bro. Come on. If we tell somebody it's on site, and the people we told is on site, cite us and pull up and jump out on us, you gotta go. You can't say, oh, you trying to send me to jail? You should have thought about all that before you committed to saying what you was gonna say. So then next thing I know, he puts up a Twitter post that says, Wack, you trying to destroy these kids' lives and get the youngsters on me, which I've never had a brown table of meat or nut or directed anybody to do anything to Meek Mills. How about we sit down with the minister, Minister Farrakhan, and have a real gangster meeting? First of all, he eat pepperoni pizza and I eat pepperoni pizza. Neither one of us are Muslims. Second of all, when the Muslims called me, Tony Muhammad, Farrakhan's son called me.
Shout out to him.
When they called me, I said, brother, before we get into this conversation, I got one question to ask you. Have y'all addressed this man about disrespecting the minister? What you mean, Wack? I've had several meetings with minister. I've never known him to have a gangster meeting. It was crickets on the phone. Furthermore, he's accusing me of having youngsters, right, rallying up to do something to him, which has never happened. And then he's saying, let's have a gangster meeting with Farrakhan. So until he issues an apology, retracting that I got youngsters want to do something to him, an apology to the Nation of Islam and the Fruit of Islam, right? Me and you respectfully ain't got no conversation unless you telling me there is some truth to these type of meetings. Right. They all said, Brother Wack, you right.
Last name. Because it's going to come up. Let's get it out the way.
Which one?
Jay Prince.
Jay, who's that? Oh, Jay Rentz, the little dude.
Jay Rentz.
So,
but you ain't shit.
What?
Jay, you know what?
He got to speak his mind. Jay can't spoke his mind. Jay spoke his mind. He speaks his mind.
Let's establish one thing, right? We got both sides at this table.
Yeah.
We've all known of some monsters. Prison, streets, real monster dudes coming from the environment we come from, right?
Right.
we come outside anyway. Respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking nothing from Houston
Right.
or no other place. I'm from the West Coast, Cali. I'm a real Paru. I've been trained in this. Is no way the stories of another man in another district is supposed to move me when we didn't care about the stories of the real monsters we saw here. We still came outside and faced it and dealt with it. Some of us lost, some of us is gone, some of us doing life, some of us is wounded, so on and so forth. So, you know, whoever they perceive him to be, cool. But that don't move me.
I get that, but why did he even go to that level?
He
back
took
and
it
forth
there.
with the name. Well,
He took it there.
well, heard you call that man out his name before he did these last interviews.
No, let's go back to the first Instagram post.
What was that?
When he put the post up, right, of me and the sister Karen, that's the rightful owner to the footage. He went and accused and said, we forged Larry Hoover's signature on the contract. You know how he got the contract? Wack sent it to him.
Okay.
Right? He said that the footage was stolen and that Wack 100 is trying to monetize off of Larry Hoover's name. Right? Now, I sent him the contract. They didn't know nothing about this footage.
Right.
I went and took a meeting with her. Somebody said, Wack, go meet with her. We want to put you with her, make sure she's straight. She wants some business she want to do with you.
Damn.
So she's doing prison reform.
Okay.
So she got stuff on everybody. She was even on her way to get stuff on Tukey before they executed the brother, right? So she got a bunch of people, right? So I just happened to see Larry Hoover. I'm like, you got some on Larry? She pops the laptop on. I'm tripping. I'm like, damn, right? She got like 5 hours of footage. Crazy, right? So I'm like, well, you know, I'm doing some business right now with Ye. And Jay's on the Larry Hoover movement.
Right.
Jay Prince ain't got nothing to do with my conversation. Right? I'm like, you know, it may be a good thing to see what they're doing, what you're doing, and make it one big situation. Reason being, what it would do is your company that's doing prison reform, it'll shed a bigger light on them because these other names I really don't know. But right now, some movement going on with this Larry Hoover name.
Right.
Now, I didn't really know what exactly they had did, if they had like a movie script in play. I didn't know. I just know Ye had honorably took the hit, went and sat with Trump, and he took a hit, put that hat on to get Trump to reinstate that one-step act law so he can file an appeal. That's what that was about.
Okay.
Shout out to Ye. He did that, right?
So that's why he put the hat on.
That's why he did that.
Okay.
He got that reinstated because Mr. Hoover been sitting there, He couldn't even file an appeal.
Right.
So when I tell Ye doing what he doing, like, all right, Wack, I'm gonna have Prince hit you, and then let's see if we can figure it out. All right, no problem. Now remember, she came to me so I can walk her into other doors so she could just do her business. That's it, right? So when I looked at the paperwork, I'm like, for me to touch this Larry Hoover situation, I see the paperwork gives you all the rights exclusively. You don't got to pay nobody no money, nothing. I got it. Like, I've never seen the contract so direct, so straightforward.
Right.
Printed and signed, Larry Hoover, right? Back in 1998. I said, you know, I've been incarcerated. I understand the Son of Sam Act and all these type of things. I feel like Larry, his family, or whoever should get a cut regardless. And she said, definitely. I have nothing but love and respect for Larry. That definitely will happen and can happen. I said, so you wouldn't mind papering that with whatever deal that happens with or without the family, right?
Right.
She said, I have no problem with it. She said, I would love to speak to Miss Wendy, I guess Larry's
Wendy,
wife,
yeah.
right? I'm like, you know her? She's like, yeah, we got history. We did this, did that, this, that, all these things together, right? So, okay, cool. So when I get at Jay Prince, I tell Jay, you know, respectfully, the world don't really know Larry Hoover. Chicago knows him. We know about him, but the world don't know about him. And if this piece right here is him really talking about in 1998 what was going to happen in the years to come. And I got to say, bro, watching him speak I put him up there with Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, talking about how what he was speaking on.
You felt it.
And his knowledge, because I'm watching 1998 talking, we sitting in 2021 at the time, and the things he said was going to happen has happened, right? So my idea was, y'all get with her, she make you guys part of this documentary, you guys have the life rights, this documentary, you put it out right? People say, oh, that's Larry Hoover. Oh, we know his story. At the end of this documentary, had your movie trailer there, coming soon. So now when the movie's coming, this documentary has kind of woke the masses up who really didn't know about Mr. Hoover, right? Say, oh, that's that guy from, because this is Larry speaking himself, nobody else.
Right.
That was my thoughts. So when I even texted him, if you look in the text message, and told him, heads up, this is where her head is at. Dude get on the phone and tell her, yo, check this out. I'm going to bring you 20,000. You're going to come off that footage, and that's what it's going to be. I couldn't believe it. They on my phone on the speakerphone. I'm laid back thinking they just going to have a conversation. And I seen the look on her eyes, and I take it, this not no street woman, bro. This lady is a butterfly. Like, she don't raise her voice, like, probably 60, 63, maybe somewhere around there. That ain't what it is. When I see her hands start to tremble and she like stuff like that, I'm like, she like, well, Mr. Prince, I'm not a camera woman. Like, I'm a company, and, respectfully, I want to do something with the family, as I have before, the American Gangster footage, where we saw Larry Hoover.
Right.
She did that.
Okay.
And I seen the contracts, the family, she included the family. Even though she didn't have to, she did. They got paid, right? And he said it again. He like, well, this is just what it's going to be. This is how it's going to be. Take it or leave it.
So let me ask you. So looking at the thing I just saw on another podcast where Miss Wendy Hoover spoke. And she has a totally
what?
different
You heard
story.
what she said?
Well, she has a different story. She said that the lady was sent in there to get some footage recording him so that a book could be written.
It should only be audio, right?
Yeah, and that a book should be written. And it was for the purposes of a book to be written. So what I'm saying is, even in this conversation right here, it seems like no one got the families together and got the parties involved and just said, well, this is what this is, this is what this is, can this be worked out?
Well, I requested 100 times, yo, Jay Prince, you get out the way, put Miss Wendy on your phone. I put Miss Karen on my phone, and let them hash it out.
Right.
Jay Prince thing is, it's going through me. It need to be signed over to me, and I'm going to do with it what I want to do with it. Yeah, but I ain't one of them dudes to argue with people, because I got the contract right here.
Boy, let's get it right here, man.
I hereby authorize Karen Chapman, producer, to record my name, likeness, image, voice, and performance on film, tape, sound recordings, or otherwise for use in broadcast or cable television, home video, book, and any other media. I agree that any interview material may be edited and otherwise altered at the sole direction of the producer and used in whole or in part for any and all broadcasting, audiovisual, and or exhibit purposes in any manner or media and perpetuity throughout the world. I understand that I have no rights to any media products and the benefits derived therefore. Now, what I'm going to do, because I love y'all like brothers, I'm going to put that in front of you. You can see what was printed up top and what was signed below. I'm not going to argue with nobody, bro. But you're not going to debo what kind of man. The streets I come from, the gangster I come from, we don't debo old women, older ladies, bro, when they dead to right. I mean, end of the day, I don't fuck what I'm talking about. Right. The documentation gonna beat the conversation. So all the antics you coming with, right? It don't mean nothing. Now, I'm gonna tell you when I realized that Jay Prince wasn't as smart as people thought he was. Now, that contract is simply to the footage she has. That's it.
Right.
So when I get this text from Jay Prince,
moving niggas off of field.
right? Hey, homie, I just spoke with Miss Hoover, and she has a contract where the old man signed his rights to her before the contract you have. So let's figure out a fee for the footage. Now, see, this right here is some idiot shit. First of all, yes, she has her husband's life rights. The contract I sent you was a contract to this documentary-style footage of Larry Hoover speaking. But even so, if you saying that's non and void, then why you want to figure out a fee?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's take another break. We're going to get back to it. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
See, the problem is, y'all thought Wack was capping. Yo, go get that Blueface Eagle, Stop Capping. Available on all platforms.
Let's take a break, man. We'll be right back with the Dub C and CJ Mack show. We got Wack 100.
What up, y'all? I'm Dub C.
And I'm CJ Mack for the Dub C and CJ Mack show.
We appreciate all the support you guys been giving us over the last few weeks. We want y'all to continue to support. We're going to continue to drop these dope episodes.
Keep coming, get this good game, this knowledge, this positivity. First, you got to hit the button.
Right there.
Where is it? Where you put it? Right there. Hit the button, man. Hit the button.
Welcome back to another segment of the Dub C and CJ Mack show. And I'm still Dub C.
And I am CJ Mack, and we talking to Wack 100. He's showing us contracts and different things like that. So let's go.
First of all, know this. And I'm talking to Lil Larry Jr. because I got a chance to meet him in Miami.
Okay.
We was in the same box a couple years a couple hours at the Kanye show. And we talked because I delivered some clips of Larry Hoover for the Drake show to Jay Prince, December 2nd or 3rd.
Okay.
February 5th, I talked to Larry Jr., and he had never seen the clips. So I had to send him the clips that Jay Prince had already had 2 months. I don't know if he think he bigger than the program or what, but he had never seen them, right? So when I called and spoke with him and his family attorney, I was telling him, listen, this thing's gonna happen. I think it would be a great idea for you to narrate your father's situation. It's easy for me to go get a big name to narrate, that's easy.
For sure.
And I'm not asking him because I think for marketing wise it's the best thing. Morally wise it's the best thing. This is your father. I see pictures of both. He's spitting image of him, right? And I've been seeing things that Larry is saying, Junior is saying, and I hold nothing against him because I know he's being misled. But I want people to look at this another way. Because Jay Prince, over the years, the decades of doing whatever he's doing, he's been having a way of brainwashing people.
Oh, yeah?
To thinking he's doing one thing when he really up to a next. I really think and believe wholeheartedly that Jay Prince's whole mission is to somehow, some way, in a slick snake way, is to set it up so Larry Hoover cannot get out of prison.
Oh, hell no.
I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
Hell no.
I've been there since I was signed to that record label in 1993, 1994. The efforts started way back then. We went on trips with that family. We did everything we did. We moved around.
On the West Coast, you gotta watch it, CJ.
Everything was in support.
CJ Mack, you gotta watch it.
Everything was in support of that family, man. I believe he's been helping them people and fighting with them people, trying to get this.
I done said something. This is the time for you to say Wack.
Right.
You got to make sense of what you say.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm asking you to do.
Okay. Larry Hoover, from what I'm seeing, has been locked up since 1973.
Right.
49 years. They used against him that he was a political leader, a gang leader that promoted violence, that because of his call and say so would have violent things happen. This is what the government used against the brother, right? His whole movement to come home has been getting away from what GD was perceived to be as gangster disciple and turned it into growth and development.
All right. Okay.
Right? Okay. His whole movement has been to show the people through growth and development, I am totally against the violence. I'm totally against these things, and it needs my voice and my leadership to stop. Right? We talk about his community, right? Now, if Kanye has went over here and did his deed with Donald Trump to get the one-step law reinstated so he can appeal, his appeal is going to be based on his behavior in jail, of not being involved in any malicious acts, any attacks, nobody saying that he sent them to do anything. No, nothing found in his cell to represent a gangster disciple, but to represent growth and development, whether it's books he's writing or things he's writing. If this is his movement and this is what he's going to claim in front of these people as reason why you should let me go, I'm a changed man. Why would Jay Prince
be talking like
in the name of Larry Hoover
you should have been doing
go to social media and insinuate in any way that it's on? It could be smoke.
Why would he do that?
Why would he sit his son, Larry Hoover Jr., on the side of him, even when he's having these type of discussions? He should have said, in the name of Rap-A-Lot, and by any and all means, you protect that man's name. You keep anything that has anything to do with violence, a threat, or an act of any of these things that they have used against him for 49 years, you keep that away from his name at all costs. But in the name of Larry Hoover, which is not Larry Hoover, Jay Prince has sat here in front of the world and called Karen Chapman a fraud, says she stole something, she's forged things, and, or else this what you better do, because Larry Hoover my homeboy, and I'm the voice of the Hoover family. So if this woman was to decide what she want because she loves and respects Larry Hoover, she stresses this, I'm going to go file a claim because I'm scared. What's going to happen, and what are they going to dig up and use against this man when his day comes to stand in front of these people and say, I'm a changed man?
Well, I get what you're saying. I don't think that's intentionally done, though.
Whether it's intentionally or not, bro.
I just think it's out of frustration.
I think it's y'all
There
too.
y'all go.
Yeah, I think it's y'all too,
bullshit,
Wack.
though.
He's a bad leader and he's a bad representation. Listen, if he is frustrated and he's that mad, no amount of anger, his wits is he's supposed to keep his eye on the prize, bro. You do not go there because the focus is Larry Hoover. And you know what these folks been using against this man. So the first shot fired, the first body that'll drop, the first time that this sweet lady, right, decides to say, I feel intimidated, and only thing coming out your mouth, Jay Prince, is Larry Hoover, Larry Hoover, Larry Hoover. You know how those people that are against Larry Hoover is going to use it against him. I would be the first to say, I don't feel Larry has said any of this. He's in a lockdown prison, a maximum security prison. He don't get to see people. He go to yard by himself. All this. I personally don't feel that he's directing this. But for you to say, CJ, I don't think that's his intentions. It don't matter. When you doing it, they're going to use it as that's your intentions. We talking about things we know, and these people, we know how they work. So because of that, and I hear everybody say how smart Jay Prince is, how intelligent Jay Prince is, how Jay Prince always has a motive or always have to what he's doing to make things happen the right way. Hey, bro, I'm just doing the math. So if you're that guy, but you're doing this,
sloppy,
that's against that.
Right.
Well, I see exactly what you're saying. I do understand that. But I think that right now, man, I think the two of you, you know what I mean? I said this when I was talking to him. The movement for Larry Hoover is so much bigger than the two individuals that are clashing. And like you said, man, okay, I'm going to give you that, what you're saying, okay? So even knowing that, right? That's even more the reason why two grown men, bro, should be able to sit down and say, look, man,
let's work this out.
We got on some ego stuff with each other. I said something about you, you said something about me, or vice versa, whoever did whatever first, right? We ain't kids, right? And this man's thing is at stake. Man, let's try to get this thing together and shut out the bullcrap, man. And then, wait, bro, because this is passionate for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he a real dude and he a good dude, and I know Jay a good dude, bro. Like, that man changed my whole life, bro. So I know
Jay.
so
Jay
what
Prince.
I'm saying is, bro, the grown man thing to do, man, is to let the ego bullshit go, man, and look at the bigger picture on both sides and say, look, man, let's get together, man, fix this shit. What good is it gonna do? Somebody get chipped? Because it could go crazier than that. You know what I'm saying?
Because
it ain't worth it, bro.
Because
it ain't worth it, bro.
Just like you got a lot of people that love you.
A lot of people love him, so this thing could go.
And it ain't about where you from.
Yeah.
Here go my question, Wack. Are you willing? Just listen to me. Are you willing, if the situation presented itself, to sit down with over a phone call or with this man and try to work this out?
Oh, me and Blood got to get out.
There we go.
Call me a rat.
Now,
There
see,
we
that's
go. There we go.
Okay,
Wack.
hold up.
We
There
got
we go. Wack.
Hold up.
There
We
we
two
go.
men.
Wack. There we go.
Hold up.
Wack.
See, that's the ego bullshit.
How's that
bro.
ego?
There we go,
Because,
Wack.
bro, some things you gotta.
What's that state?
I have
Yeah,
not
yeah,
called him.
what's
You know
that
why I
state?
never called him a rat?
Larry Hoover's bigger.
Because I never seen no paperwork on this man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Certain things you say that's just what that is. Now, fuck him and fuck me.
Right.
Right? The narrative that he's driving, that this footage is gonna free Larry Hoover, negative. I seen the footage. It's a man telling his life story from adolescence on up to 1998, and him talking about his mental change.
But it's the other part you talk about. Getting it, clearing it so that the other shit not weighing down on him. The shit you just said that could come
What
back
you
on
mean?
him. The things you just said with all the drama and all the
No,
bullshit
bro,
going
this
back and
footage
forth.
been there since
No,
1998.
not that part. I'm
not
talking about
that
the
part.
part, the shit with
That's
you and
your
Jay.
man.
I'm saying the shit with you and Jay.
That's him.
But it's both of y'all.
No,
bro.
it's not.
You just sat here. This man
Mine
just
is
asked
at
you.
him, bro.
I get it. And
He's speaking in the name of Larry and saying all
his
this
is
crazy.
at you as well. So I'm just trying to say
Yeah,
it's both of y'all, bro.
The question
So what you
was-
saying?
No,
So
I'm saying
what you saying
for
is
the bigger cause.
what you saying is I supposed to said I'ma hand deliver the lady.
Nope.
Y'all go press her.
Nope. I'm not saying
The
that
lady
at all.
got 130-something thousand into filming and keeping this
I'm not saying
footage
that at all.
in a
Are
refrigerated
you willing?
climate.
Are you willing?
I'm not
Who
saying
in
that at
the
all.
fuck?
I ain't saying that
You brought
at
a
all.
Chevy for 50,000,
Yeah.
and he's saying you gonna sell it to me
No,
for $5.
I'm not
Are
saying
you
at all.
willing?
What I'm saying is that for
Will
the
you be willing
cause
for the
and the
cause
bigger cause
to
and
have
not
a-
getting this
to have a
man caught up.
conversation?
Not
What
getting
you
this man
mean?
caught up.
This the thing. Me and him don't even have to have a conversation because he making it about him. Right. He knew nothing about the footage. Wack sent him the contract. I played team ball. I met with the man and told him in his face, bro, that 20 ain't gonna work. She ain't doing that. She don't want no money. She wants to complete the project.
Right.
Like, it ain't about no money. She don't need no money. She wants to complete the project. His whole disposition is she got to get out the way. Now, let me give you another point. This woman, Karen Chapman, somehow went to the government, Washington, D.C., used her plugs to get them to call to the penal system to get clearance for her to go in there to see a high-profile client such as Larry Hoover with 3 big-ass cameras. How much that's worth? Because without that, it is no compensation.
True.
Then she had to pay. Neil Strauss is sitting there with her interviewing.
Yeah.
That was a bag. That ain't no walk in the park, right? Flights and everything else, along with whatever it took for her to do what she do. And it's been sitting in a refrigerated storage for the last 20-something years so she could preserve it. I show y'all some clips. It's clear as day. It's crazy, right?
Right.
I'm going to give her $20,000 or else.
Well, you're
Come on,
right.
bro, that
So
ain't
what I'm
gangster,
saying is,
homie.
but that's part of the
Ain't none of that
negotiation.
gangster.
But all that's part of the negotiation.
No, that
Everything
ain't
you just
part
said,
of the
about
negotiation.
it. So that's
Come
all
on,
part
my
of
nigga.
negotiating.
So if
and
he
talking.
told you right now, y'all want to give her 20, and that's it, what would you tell him?
No,
What would you tell him?
No,
I would say no.
no.
I would say no. I would say no.
Okay, so
But
why-
that's-
so
but
why
that's
is you
past
don't know
that.
anything?
No.
Different than
I'm
mine.
not talking about
no.
that. We
After
passed
saying
that.
no.
Now that you say no, just like all your other deals, you go to the negotiation table. All right, let me ask you a question. When you doing these deals for some of these other things, like we're gonna get into
Why
some
does
of
he
your
wanna
business
cut the
shit.
lady
Hold
out?
up, let me ask you a question.
CJ, why
Wait a minute.
does he
I
want
don't
to
know.
cut the
I don't
lady
know.
out?
I don't know, and I
Why
don't
do you
know all
want to
that.
cut the creator of
Listen
this
to me.
situation out?
Or just
bro?
Listen to me, Wack.
listen.
When you doing other business deals, you might be doing a deal with Atlantic Records or whoever, right? The deal don't go right. You gonna tell me you gonna beat the man ass? No, you just gonna renegotiate the shit. Your lawyer gonna go to his lawyer.
Because a man,
why when we black people we gotta start going to the bullshit, bro? Like that ain't nothing.
Said I'm a frauder, a thief, and I'm trying to monetize. I've been in the middle of this 9 months. Y'all see the heat I'm taking, right?
Right.
I have never requested a contract or money or nothing from Miss Karen. Only thing I'm doing is what I was asked to do, stand by her and make sure she's protected and she's comfortable in doing what she's doing. If Karen said right now today, I want to donate this to the Cartoon Network, I have no problems with that. If she said right now today, I'm just going to give it to the Hoover family, I have no problems with that. All I'm doing, bro, is making sure this sister is good. That's it.
I get all that. But we just asked you.
He's being unreasonable.
Well, if you was being reasonable and you guys could come to it with, don't you think that'd be a better thing, bro, than somebody ended up getting hurt? You understand? Because it's possible on both sides.
For sure.
Right? Everybody can bleed. Everybody. So why take two businessmen, bro, that mean something to people and mean something to families, and over ego, it got to end this way versus.
Who got the ego? I don't have the ego.
Well, you do. When you say the man got to fight you and all that, I get what you saying, the street shit, but now you mixing street and business
again. He called me a rat.
But you mixing street and business again.
No, bro, he called me a rat.
I get you, and I hear you.
Did he show the work? Because I ain't never had no crime.
But what I'm saying, okay, that's the street side, right?
I ain't never. I've been on 23 years. As loud as I am, yeah, I think would have been on
that's
the table.
That's the street shit.
But that's the ego, though.
Now, we was talking about biz earlier in the
That's
conversation.
not the ego.
No, earlier in the business. Earlier in the
Listen.
conversation, we talked about the ability to be able to mix, to differentiate business from street shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're showing a lack of that ability.
No, I'm not. I just said whatever the sister wants to do with her property.
No, he gotta get down and all the gang shit and all that.
No, we got it. What you mean?
I hear you. You mixing street with business. Why can't this get negotiated,
bro? Like that's what.
Why can't this get negotiated? It just in the right. He might not want to do it either. I'm just saying, if he wanted,
the question was,
were
you
willing?
Organized,
would you willing? That's what we asked you.
Would you be willing?
And you went whack on me.
No, here go the thing. Let's be real, bro. He knew nothing about it. The paperwork ain't tied to him. This ain't on the Prince family. Why my request day one, her request, could I speak to Miss Hoover, please? No. Everything go through me. The ego ain't on our side.
Right.
He talked to her on my phone.
Well,
if I was having an ego thing, I would have told him, nah, you can't talk to her, you talking to me.
Like he did.
He talked to her on my phone,
I tell you
bro.
What,
I'm asking you on that side, can Miss Karen speak to Miss Wendy? Fuck you and me.
Here go where I'm at with it. Here go where I'm at with it.
Here go
where I'm at with
Now you don't got
he talked to her on my phone. Why can't she talk to Miss Hoover on your phone?
I got love for Jay Prince. I got love for you, and free Larry Hoover. Free Larry Hoover.
Sure.
And I just want
to keep Larry Hoover's name and anything pertaining to
hopefully we can work this out. Hopefully, because I love both of y'all. And I'm gonna be real.
The footage gonna come out anyway because she got her right to do what she gonna do.
I'm gonna be real. And I just want to let you know that I think that once we are willing as grown men, and you done matured a lot from the Wack back in the days.
These niggas weird, bro. I ain't watching no more of this shit. These niggas is suckers, bro. Jay Prince, dick suckers. I don't give a fuck what he did for you, bitch ass nigga. You know what it is. You know that shit ain't right. You know that you on some weird shit. Look at how you kind of defend a man so bad. Trying to be up under a nigga ball sack. You're weird. Fucking all this shit with gray in your beard. Nigga, you weird for that shit. You weird. I'm wrapping this shit up, man. This nigga is weird, bro. I never seen a nigga dick suck another man like that, bro. He did this, that with me. So the fuck what? You can't keep it real? Nigga, fuck out of here. You a weirdo. I don't know, but y'all like, comment, and subscribe.